Hey, Jelani, there's this pretty cool holiday coming up.
Yeah?
Yeah, on March 5th, it's National Multiple Personalities Day. It's all about reflecting on our personality and really getting to the root of it.
That reminds me of the Myers-Briggs test, the 16 personality one. I remember I took the test and I got the rarest one.
The rarest one?
An ENFJ, the protagonist. What can I say? I'm the main character of this story after all.
Not to rain on your parade or anything, but my personality type is definitely the rarest of them all. I am an INFJ, the advocate.
Oh yeah, what's so special about it?
Well, we see the world in nothing but big wonders. Not to mention, we also have a great balance of having a broad imagination and deep thoughts.
Interesting. Well, ENFJs are thoughtful and ambitious. We thrive on transforming the world.
Of course, but the show's about to start. So let's get to it. I'm Maryam.
And I'm Jelani. Welcome to Show 20.
Are you an aspiring journalist, graphic artist, or TV personality? Well, it's that time of year where our very own Apache News team is recruiting new members. If you want to join the Apache News program, be sure to attend the informational meeting in A102 on Thursday, March 17th, at the start of lunch, where you can gain more insight on whether this class is fit for you. To apply, visit the link down below. Make sure to turn it in before the deadline on April 1st. Hope to see you there.
Junior Council is hosting its I Like You bonding event where you can compete in chariot racing, make flower arrangements, and indulge in some yummy sweets. Juniors, come check it out at lunch with your friends on March 11th in the Raleigh Court.
On February 24th, Russia launched a large-scale invasion of its neighboring country, Ukraine. Here's Peter to help us understand what led to this escalating conflict.
After years of rising tensions, Russia finally launched an attack on Ukraine, calling for a change in leadership and demilitarization. On February 24th, Russia invaded Ukraine on multiple fronts, and for many, this news came as a shock. So why did Russia invade Ukraine?
Well, mostly because Putin wanted to. In other words, the reasons that he may give, ultimately, whether they're political, whether it's about military security, really doesn't matter. Because it's not necessarily real or rational. It's just what he wanted to do.
To restore the former glory of the USSR, Putin declared a special military operation in order to restore Ukraine as one of Russia's territories, which he believed it belonged. Since then, Russia has been introduced to several waves of sanctions, with Switzerland's first political sanctions since their neutral position in 1815. This crisis marks the first major war in Europe since World War II. So what do Arcadia High School students think about this serious issue?
Very, very bad crisis. I feel bad for the Ukrainians. As soon as we can put a stop to it, I think that would be better.
I guess I feel really bad for them, and a lot of people are making jokes about it, and I feel like it's not their place to, so yeah.
I'm pretty nervous about the whole Ukraine thing, yeah.
On February 15, President Joe Biden addressed the American public and made clear that the U.S. will not send troops to support Ukraine, but he promised to defend every inch of NATO territory, already deploying several thousand more troops to Europe, and to support the Ukrainian people and their government with lethal defense weapons, economic aid, and crippling U.S. and allied sanctions on Russia.
Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war. Now he must start to prepare the consequences.
While this is an ongoing conflict, it is important to stay informed as there are constant updates on this issue. This has been Peter, and back to the anchors.
From the support of our audience, families, friends, and most of all, Arcadia, we are happy to announce that we were able to raise $7,000 for revamping our set. We'd like to spend a moment to thank every single one of them for their great efforts. Thank you, Jackie Huang, Daisy Zhao, Li Hao Zhang, Kingsley Benham, Anne from ZWTV, John Acevedo, Jeremy Leader, Lauren Shen, Jade Luong, Mr. Pasqua, Gus Lindgren, Kat Yang, Yushin Chuang, and Matthew Ligon, all for supporting our program. More shoutouts in 2 weeks. Stay tuned.
The dancing queens come to the limelight, grooving and singing. Arcadia Stage presents to you Mamma Mia. Rehearsing a week before opening day, we go to Rocco for a closer look behind the scenes of the production and the cast.
Taking place in the 90s, this play sweeps the stage with its famous pop songs from ABBA. This is their second musical since quarantine. Let's see what the Arcadia Stage crew is up to. With popping blue doors and a retractable bed floor, the stagecraft crew, like always, never failed to impress the avid task of architectural design may have been stage manager Joseph Rocco. It's ultimately shed some light on how the design of the stagecraft to assemble.
What I think is unique is Donna's room, which moves front and back. So when her scene comes up, the set actually changes and there's a whole different room that comes out. So we had to weld a 20-foot platform for her. So that's something that was very unique.
Up next are the hardworking actors of our theater department. Practicing for the big day, here we bring you Emily Fang, who plays as Sophie Sheridan, to describe to us their experience as part of the acting crew of this play.
Yeah, so Tech Week is basically this week and a half of almost like chaos, because we have to plan every single technical element of the show. We have to do lighting, sound cues, all the props on stage, all the sets on stage, and it's a really slow process where we go through all the songs and run through the entire show. So we stay here until like 10 o'clock at night for about a week and a half preparing the show.
Our Arcadia Apaches may do a lot of the heavy lifting, but the guidance and expertise provided by Mr. Volpe helps elevate the play to another level. Here's Mr. Volpe with an inspirational message.
And this is a celebration. It's a celebration of one of the characters, Sophie, finding out who her father is so she can have the wedding of her dreams. The musical is fun. There's so much dancing and singing and technical elements, so many technical elements. I think people come out to see it, they're going to have a really, really great time.
If any of this sounds appealing to you, don't forget, you can get your tickets at any stage crew or theater member. This has been Rocco, and that's all for Behind the Scenes. Back to you in the studio.
At the end of a recent tournament last Saturday, our very own speech and debate team gave our chief rival school, Gabrielino, a run for their money and placed second overall in the tournament. Coming in first, the team were Rachel Wang, oratorical interpretation and original advocacy, Michelle Fawn, impromptu, Andy Lee, humorous interpretation, Kaylee Wong, dramatic interpretation. Best of luck to all qualifiers as they move on to the state championship tournament in April. Keep up the good work.
A local indie band has been popping off in our own city of Arcadia, and it's run by 11-year-olds. Ian, Amish, and I went to check their studio and decided to see it for ourselves.
This group of talented kids, who by the way are younger than 12, have founded a band called Rooted, which is rooted right here in Arcadia, California. I'm Ian Chen, and let's check out what their claim to fame is. The band consists of 11-year-old bassist Balin, the 12-year-old singer and tambourine Genevieve, the guitarist and singer 12-year-old Shalom, the keyboard and Cynthia Selena, and Carissa, a 12-year-old guitarist. Today, they're performing their own rendition of Cool Kids by Echosmith, but they also have plans to do a whole bunch more.
We're really excited, like the opportunities we've had in the future. We're actually dropping our first single and we're working on some more. That'll be dropping late spring. And we also have a lot of performances coming up. And so we're really thankful to have all these opportunities to play in front of a lot of people.
So it all started when we were in second grade and we had this talent show. So because of that, we kind of just showcased our talents and decided we might be cool as a band. So here we are.
My favorite part of being in the band is improving music together and experiencing new things.
One of my favorite things about being in the band is that, when we're playing in front of a lot of people, they could have been watching TV on their own, but instead they came out to watch us. And, we really feed off of the energy, just hits different.
They also spoke to us about their musical influences, of which they said they were inspired by 80s and 90s music.
It's more deeper and has more meaning behind it.
I like the Eagles, and my favorite song by them is Hotel California.
Cave Town. Favorite song, Fool.
They've taken this as an opportunity to hang out with their friends, share their talents with the rest of the world, and to just have fun. They sure put a lot of passion and are confident in the endeavors that they'll accomplish in the future.
The new single we're dropping is called Waiting. It'll be coming out at late spring, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's going to be on Spotify and all the music platforms you listen to.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Rooted Band, and subscribe to us on YouTube at also Rooted Band.
Thank you so much to Rooted for having us over. They were absolutely amazing, and I'm sure they'll amaze their audiences in the same way with their newest single. Back to you guys in the studio.
A big bravo to our talented Apache musicians who were recently accepted as members of the All Southern California Honors Orchestra. Let's congratulate these talented musicians. William An, Sally Liu, Ashley Lowe, Janice Wu, Yu Kun Tang, and their instructor, Miss Chen. These students will be rehearsing and performing with the best high school musicians in Southern California next month. Best of luck to them.
Is there a teacher that is assigning way too much homework? Have you been getting increasingly stressed out because of the amount of tests you have back in 1 week? Has your teacher put you in a group again with those people? I know, don't worry, because 3.1459 has your back. Happy Pie Day event where you can, for just $2, you can throw a pie respectfully at your teacher's face. To participate, come to the rally court on March 10th at lunch. See you there.
I'm loving your fit right now. Give me a rundown of where it's like all from.
Oh my God, thank you. Well, my earrings and rings are from Shane, my jeans are from H&M, and this is APN merch.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Your rings bring out your bright spirit. I'm especially loving that crew neck.
Thank you. Just ENFJ things, limited edition, but this is an interesting topic. I want to see other people's fits.
Well, good thing we have Giselle with our latest Ask Apaches to see what our fellow Apaches are rocking this week.
It's from Divide the Youth, and then also Goat right here.
Brandy, Thrifted, and Converse. Yes, Thou.
I've had this since middle school, and this is Thrifted, and these are Docs.
ASOS, my mom's college.
My fit's from the Bass Pro Shops. #1, baby. Mopar.
On mine. PacSun, H&M, and a Foot Locker.
eBay.
Did you know that Arcadia esports team got second place in the Valorant tournament last week?
Really? That's impressive. I remember when I did a story on them. They seem like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, along with our esports team, our other sports teams such as baseball, softball, and volleyball have been crushing the competition and winning tons of games.
To recap you on this week's sports and an exclusive interview with special Valorant players, let's go to Rahul. Rahul, do you play any video games?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty good. However, I'm nowhere close to the skill level of these guys on the Valorant team here at Arcadia High School. Afiq Zaki, John Lee, and Justin Lam over here were all prominent figures in the esports team's success in the SoCal Valorant tournament. So Afiq, did you ever think that the esports team would grow to where it is now, competing and hosting tournaments statewide?
Honestly, no, I didn't really think that. I think esports was going to be really big, but I didn't think it was going to be big enough for like just regular students like us to compete. I thought it was just going to be for like the best of the best, but I'm so happy with the growth and where we are right now.
John, esports has proven that they make great efforts just as well as other athletic teams. How does the esports team compare to any other sports team?
Compared to other sports teams, I think that esports is something that anyone can do. There are no restrictions or trials, and you can compete in games that you enjoy with your friends.
And now a personal question. Justin, how do you feel when competing, and looking back at your progress, is there anything that you would change?
I definitely felt nervous first competing. It was my first time ever being in a competitive environment with experienced teammates. Looking back upon the tournaments and matches we played, I would have used my newfounded knowledge of the game to further myself as a player and a teammate.
Well, thank you guys for taking your time to be here today, and good luck in your future endeavors, as well as good luck to the esports team. Esports wasn't the only team that achieved something this week. Our boys volleyball team had a great game against the Temple City Rams this past Wednesday. Arcadia started off strong, winning the first 2 games, however Temple City quickly caught on, winning the 3rd set. Both teams had some great saves and shocking spikes. The Apaches fought hard to try and win the 4th game, however, so did the Rams. Both teams were neck and neck and battling point for point, but Arcadia eventually prevailed, winning the game with the final score of 3-1. Great work and good luck on the rest of your season, guys. We also saw our other sports teams playing some great games. Last Monday, our boys volleyball team won 3-1 against South Pasadena. On Tuesday, boys baseball won 15-4 against Hoover. Boys tennis won 18-0 against Pasadena. Softball won 26-0 against Muir. And varsity swimming won against Monrovia. On Wednesday, boys swimming won against Burbank. Yesterday, our boys tennis team won 18-0 against Glendale. Softball won 16-0 against Hoover. And our boys baseball team won 5-4 against Hart. Today, track and field competes away at South Pasadena High School at 4 o'clock. And our varsity boys baseball team has a home game against Hoover at 3:30. Good luck to all the teams playing today. This has been Rahul reporting Apache Sports. Back to Jelani and Maryam.
You know what, Jelani? I think our personality types are really compatible.
Yeah, you're an INFJ, I'm an ENFJ. Introverts and extroverts balance each other out, like yin and yang.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say we're statistically the best compatible anchor duo ever.
Best anchor duo for life?
Best anchor duo forever.
Make sure to follow us all our socials down below.
And for next week's show, we will be hosting the Spring Assembly, so stay tuned for that. And with that, we'll see you next week, Apaches.